Pardon me. Hey guys, Aaron Farmer with MySugarFreeJourney.com. And the other day I sat down and put a pen to paper and just did a little math when it came as it came to my weight loss. So if you're not familiar with my story, in a nutshell, I lost about 200 pounds using a low carb and ketogenic diet over the course of about 3 years. So here's the math that I came up with, and I've got some notes here so I can make sure that I'm not lying to you. So let's assume that a pound of fat represents about 3,500 calories of energy, and that's about right. So if I lost 200 pounds, I lost about 700,000 calories of energy from my body. I did this in about 3 years, so just to make the math easier, let's say I did it in 1,000 days, okay? That means on average, over the course of this 3 years, over the course of these 1,000 days, I used up or consumed less than 700 calories a day of whatever calorie level that my body needed to maintain weight. So if my body needed 2,500 calories to maintain my current weight, I managed to either eat 1,800 calories or do enough physical activity to burn off the equivalent amount to get it to 1,800 calories for the day. 700 calories a day that's a lot. I mean, that's a lot of calories that were just missing from my diet. For most people to do that for a day, for a week, they would start to get really grumpy. They would start to get really hungry. By the time that week went by, by the time maybe a month went by, for somebody to consume 700 calories less than what their body needed to maintain weight over the course of 3 years, that's a big deal. I mean, that's a big deal. So I didn't really track anything, so I don't know what my metabolic rates were, in terms of how many calories I needed to consume to maintain my current weight. All I know is that over the course of about 3 years, the weight that I lost tells me that I was consuming about 700 calories a day less than what I needed to maintain that weight. So when people ask me, like, what's the benefit of a low carb diet, or what, aren't you just cutting out calories? Don't you just lose weight because you cut the calories? And it's just all, you can't fool thermodynamics. You can't, anytime you want to lose weight, you have to just, eat less and exercise more. People who think like that are really missing the point. I was able to maintain a 700 calorie a day deficit in my diet without ever being hungry. You cannot do that on almost any other diet. There are people who lose significant amounts of weight by restricting calories, but these are people who just don't mind being miserable for years at a time. That's not me. I can stand being miserable for a little while, maybe a month or 2 or 3, but 3 years? There's no way. I remember several years ago when I did watch that Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead documentary, and I decided, I was going to do that, and this is long before I discovered a low carb diet. I was going to juice all my food, and I went like several months just drinking my food, just having fruit smoothies or juices for every meal, and I lost a weight. I mean, I lost a lot of weight, but I was miserable. I was tired. I was grumpy. I had zero energy. I mean, there were times when I couldn't even move my body. I could just kind of lay on the couch and I couldn't maintain even the semblance. Ignore that dog, that other dog too. I couldn't even maintain this, a semblance of a. Sorry about that. My son came home and the dogs went nuts. So I couldn't even maintain the semblance of a normal life because I was so miserable. That is, more than anything, I think, the power of a low-carb diet, that you can maintain a long-term calorie deficit, not be hungry, not have it affect your mood in a negative way. In fact, it affected my mood in a positive way. And just none of the misery that typically goes along with with diets. I was pleasantly surprised, and I continue to be pleasantly surprised with a carnivore, or not carnivore, with a low carb diet every day. In fact, I'm going to be trying out the carnivore diet in January, just to see what it was, just to see what it does. But so if you're looking for a different way to eat, if you're overweight, and you're looking for a way to easily change your lifestyle in such a way that you're going to have a long-term successful journey through weight loss, I would really recommend a low-carb, high-fat diet. Try a ketogenic diet, or you can even try a carnivore diet if you want to. But anything that's going to cut out processed grains, processed sugars, a lot of the seed oils and vegetable oils and things like that, and a diet that's higher in saturated fat, where you're eating a lot more meat, especially red meat. Try that diet out for at least 6 weeks, because it takes about a month for you to really adapt to that type of eating. But try it for 6 weeks and see how you feel, and see if the weight comes off. You will lose a lot of weight very quickly, because you lose a lot of water weight in the first couple weeks of a low carb diet. So don't let that get you too excited. But once that initial stage where you lose like 10 pounds in the first 2 weeks, once that goes away, I consistently saw about a pound to a pound and a half of weight loss every week for multiple years, and got under 200 pounds. It was a big deal. So anyway, try it out. If you have any questions, come on over to mysugarfreejourney.com. I'm there, and if you have any questions, I'll be more than happy to answer them. I have a Facebook support group, mysugarfreejourney.com/28day, 28day. You can come over there, and it's just a great little support group. If you're looking for a great way to start off 2019, or if you ever see this video in the future, try the low carb diet and see what it does for you. I think you'd be pleasantly surprised. All right, appreciate you guys watching. We'll talk to you later. Bye bye.